Hello, 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 and welcome to the Relaxation Room, a space for deep healing and peace. If you've been feeling a little stressed out lately, if you've been feeling a little overwhelmed lately, congratulations, you've found the right place. We are going to go ahead and begin this session with a smoke cleanse. Clearing away anything in the aura that does not belong there. Allow the sacred smoke to wash over you, carrying with it any negative energy. Allow anything that feels big or overwhelming to be lifted with the smoke. Thank you so much for the star, Shaku Chani, and thank you for hitting that goal. And Debbie, I saw you left some roses. Thank you for the roses, and thank you for the heart me's, you guys. I appreciate you. Hello, Michelle. Welcome back, friend. Thank you for the heart me. You may go ahead and make yourself nice and comfortable wherever you are. Either sitting upright or lying down, the choice is yours. Thank you so much for that heart me. I appreciate you. Allowing the full weight of your body. Thank you so much for the roses, Julia, to sink into whatever surface you may be resting upon. Thank you so much for the heart me, Luna, and welcome back, friend. You may go ahead and just bring your awareness to your breathing. Noticing how your breath feels as it enters your body. Noticing how your breath feels as it exits your body, taking this time to connect with the self. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of the belly. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of the chest. Noticing the gentle expansion and contraction of the lungs as you just breathe. You may even imagine the breath as an energetic broom that sweeps through the body, sweeping down from the crown of your head down to the feet with each in-breath, and releasing whatever you are carrying. Thank you so much for the heart meet, Antoine. With each exhale. Breathing in, the breath sweeps down through the body, collecting any negative energy, any stuck and stagnant energy. Breathing out, release. Breathing in, the breath sweeps down through the body. Breathing out, release. Thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate you. Nice, natural breathing. Nothing should be forced or exaggerated at this time. Maybe beginning to feel soft waves of serenity washing all over you as you breathe. Soft waves of serenity washing through the crown of the head. Thank you so much for the heart me, Lori. I appreciate you. As you relax through the crown of the head and the scalp. Soft waves of serenity washing through the forehead, washing through the mind as you release any worry, any anxiety that you are currently storing in the forehead. Soft waves of serenity washing through the cheeks as you relax through the cheeks. Soft waves of serenity washing through the jaw as you relax through the jaw. Soft waves of serenity washing through the neck, washing through the shoulders as you relax through the neck and the shoulders. Soft waves of serenity washing down the arms, down the biceps, down the triceps, down the elbows, down the forearms, down the wrists, down the hands, and down the fingers. As you allow the arms to go, limp like noodles. Soft waves of serenity washing through the back, as you release any tension being stored within the back. Soft waves of serenity moving through the belly. Thank you so much for the heart, me, Lucy. As you relax through the belly, thank you so much for the rose, Tim. I appreciate you. Soft waves of serenity washing through the glutes as you relax through the glutes. Thank you so much for the fluffy hearts, Lucy. I appreciate you. And thank you for winking at me. Soft waves of serenity moving down the thighs. Thank you for the heart puff. Moving down the quads, down the hamstrings. Thank you so much for the gifts, you guys. They look so pretty, especially with the lighting. Thank you. And thank you so much for completing that goal. We are so close to completing all 3 and having open chat once we get one last heart me. Soft waves of serenity washing through the knees, washing through the shins, washing through the calves, washing through the ankles, washing through the feet, and washing through the toes. As you allow the legs to go limp like noodles. Thank you so much for the "you're awesome," Tim. You're pretty awesome too. And now you may go ahead and imagine yourself inside of an elevator. This elevator is made completely out of rose quartz. And it feels so nice standing inside of it. And there are 10 levels to this elevator, each one representing a deeper state of relaxation. Starting all the way at the top at level number 10. Feeling more and more relaxed as we move on down to level number 9. Feeling so at peace, so tranquil, so at ease as we move on down to level number 8. Thoughts beginning to slow down, slowing down, slowing down. Thank you so much for the heart me, Ambrosia. As we move on down to level number 7, sinking deeper and deeper into relaxation. Thank you for the heart me, Tim. As we move on down to level number 6. Oh, look, we hit all of our goals. We have an open chat now. Congratulations, you guys. You earned it. Thank you for all of the love and support. I'm just going to set up a new goal real quick. Feeling more and more at peace, more and more relaxed. As we move on down to level number 6. Thank you so much for the heart, Miss Sarah. I appreciate you. Thoughts slowing down even more as we move on down to level number 5. Feeling so very good, so very relaxed as we move on down to level number 4. Thoughts slowing down even more. And you may even begin to notice some pause between your thoughts as we move on down to level number 3. Feeling more and more relaxed as we move on down to level number 2. And finally feeling just so totally relaxed as we reach the final stage of relaxation, all the way down at level number 1. And if you have any sort of bodily function or an emergency to attend to, you will be able to leave this session and go deal with whatever needs to be dealt with. And you will wake up tomorrow feeling so rested and so rejuvenated, no matter how long you sleep or how long you stay in the session. You will receive the full benefits of the session as if you had been here the entire time, no matter how long you are able to stay. Other than that, you will remain nice and relaxed for the duration of this session. And as we exit the rose quartz elevator, we find ourselves in a room with a vault. And anything that is troubling you, anything that is stressing you out, anything that is overwhelming you, you can go ahead and put all of that stuff inside of the vault. And this is not a permanent space for any of this stuff. You will deal with these things effectively at a time when you are better equipped to do so. You may even mentally set a date and time for when you will deal with these things. But for right now, you can just shove it all into the vault and lock it away. Go ahead and imagine yourself. Hello, Ken. Thank you for the heart me. Sitting inside of a giant rose that is made entirely of pink light. The energy that this rose emanates is unconditional love. And the more you sit inside of this rose, the more you are steeped in the vibration of unconditional love. And the powerful energy of this beautiful flower is so strong that it begins to heal absolutely every part of you. Unconditional love healing all of your cells. Unconditional love healing all of your tissues. Unconditional love healing all of your organs. Unconditional love healing all of your bones. Unconditional love healing all of your hair. A current of unconditional love flowing through you. And unconditional love completely surrounding you. And this unconditional love is so powerful, it keeps absolutely anything out of your field of energy that is not in alignment with love. And the longer you sit inside of this beautiful flower, the more it raises your vibration, tuning your vibration to the vibrational frequency of love. Attracting all of the sweetness of life through this frequency shift. Thank you so much for the rose, Tim. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for the TikToks. Feeling yourself fully receiving and absorbing the energy of this flower. Thank you so much for the heart me, Alicia. I appreciate you. Hello, female warrior. Welcome back, friend. Thank you so much for the heart me, India. And thank you for the heart me, Cindy. And thank you for the heart me, artisan soul. Thank you so much for all of the likes, you guys. Thank you so much for everyone who is tapping away on their screen. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. Thank you for the roses, Cindy. I appreciate you. And thank you for the heart me, Debbie. Congratulations on your title gifter status, Cindy. There's a Pomeranian lying around here somewhere. He was just growling, which I think is what Tim was talking about, unless Tim was referring to his own dog and I misinterpreted that. But Beast is over here. He's just hanging out though. He's being a good boy tonight. All of his needs are taken care of. He had a very nice homemade dinner of rice with eggs and peas and carrots. I was hoping so. We used to do morning Reiki, and Beast in the morning time would be a much more prominent figure in our Reiki sessions. However, the nighttime Reiki, it really does kind of like put him to sleep a lot of the time, so he just kind of hangs out and he's not as annoying at nighttime. He's allergic to kibble, so he just kind of has to be well fed because he has to be on a special diet. Thank you. I appreciate you so very much. Okay, we're now going to go ahead and move on to some cord cutting. Just setting the intention to release absolutely anything that is no longer serving a positive purpose in our lives. No, he definitely is. He is very, very psychic. We get a lot of messages. Back when we had Tarot Tuesday on this channel, we would get a lot of messages through Beast. He's a Pisces, and the Pisces messages were always insane and very accurate, and coming from the dog. He has given me a lot of warnings that I would not have foreseen that came from him. Thank you so much for the heart me through Tarot Tuesday. And even when I'm filming other tarot readings for other people, like he'll help out a lot. Like he'll hand me like a toy or something that kind of like adds a new layer to the reading. He's a very special little animal. But I guess, oh yeah, he's a Pisces. So I mean, Pisces, he's very intuitive. He's a Pisces sun and a Capricorn moon. I release absolutely anything that is just draining our energy or fueling us with fear. I release any energies, entities, or beings that are not coming from love. I release all of these energies, entities, and beings with peace and compassion. Absolutely nothing has our permission to manipulate our energy in any way without our consent. I revoke any permissions given in this life or other lifetimes that gives authority over us to another being, entity, or energy. We are the only people with full authority over our energy. And any being, entity, or energy that seeks to manipulate, control, or otherwise work against us will never be allowed back into our energy. You are released for good with love and with light. Hello, Erin. Welcome back, friend, and thank you so much for the heart me. Hello, 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 Lyra. Michelle, for me, thank you so very much. And thank you for being my number one tonight. I appreciate you. That was very pretty, and that made my night. Thank you so very much. I'm just going to set us up with a new goal real quick. Thank you so much for the hand heart cameo. You are super awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. We'll just do one of these, I guess. Okay. Thank you so much for the rose, India. I appreciate you. honestly, I'd rather get it through TikTok. I know TikTok does take a little portion of it, but it helps the channel grow a lot more, which is kind of a priority right now, so. Okay, that felt perfect. That felt good. That felt freeing. It feels like we definitely released some stuff there. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and just replace everything that was just removed with love and light. Yeah, I mean, today is the night before the new moon. So this is like this kind of, I don't know if you guys have caught on. Some of you guys know that I do this. Anyone that's new here might not know this, but I go with the moon phases. So as the moon is waning, we work on releasing for that 2-week period, and then as the moon is waxing, we work on building. So tomorrow night is going to be like the last night of the smoke cleansing and the cord cutting and the removing and releasing, and then we start drawing in. But tonight we're going to do a special new moon ceremony, since it is a new moon in Aquarius, which is going to be the final of the releasing, and then we are going to set our intention, and then we will spend the next 2 weeks growing whatever our intention is, growing all of the goodness in our lives, drawing more goodness into our lives. Thank you so much for the roses, Jaywalk. But it definitely feels like we are definitely on that precipice. We have that really great new moon energy coming in, and just as this lunation ends, we begin a new lunation or lunar cycle. Thank you so much for the heart me. So I'll be very excited to be doing that new moon ceremony here with you guys tomorrow night. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you. Hello, Monica. Thank you for the heart me. What is a priestess of the rose? A priestess of the rose is someone who has taken an oath and been initiated into the path of the rose. So we follow we work with roses, so a lot of the spell work and stuff I do has roses included into the ingredients. I also do shamanic rose healing, which part of the reason why we stopped doing a lot of the stuff that we do with the yoga nidra at nighttime in terms of thanking the goddess and everything like that is because actually we're using from a different energy work. So the shamanic rose healing is energy work, which you have to be initiated into. But as a priestess of the rose, the oath that you take that goes along with that is you basically promise that you will forever be learning. But I also am promised to also teach and share my gifts with the world for the healing and expansion of the universe. And there are different ways you can there are different kind of paths you can take, like some, which I'm not of this rose lineage. A lot of the rose priestesses follow like the stories of Mary Magdalene or Mother Mary. They are definitely associated with roses. That is not my path. So it involves a lot of deity work. If you are a practitioner who doesn't do deity work or doesn't work with deity, it's not a path for you. It's heavily based around devotion, because roses do stand for devotion. And part of that devotion is building devotion to your deity. And there are a lot of deities that are associated with roses. So I am a Taurus rising, which means I am ruled by Venus. Venus is one of the main deities associated with the rose. You also have Isis, you have Kuan Yin. The list is really endless. There are so many of them. And through working with roses, you learn about sovereignty and stepping into your sovereignty. It's a really beautiful experience. It's a lot of divine feminine healing, so you actually learn like what the term divine feminine means, and that term gets thrown around so much, and it's been so misused in so many different contexts that I feel like a lot of people hear divine feminine and, you know, they think about these kind of like gender roles that people have taken those terms and used them to mean stepping into a specific gender role in a specific way, which is not at all about what the divine feminine is about. The divine feminine has so much rage. So a lot of the deities that I work with, most of my deities are categorized as either wrathful or semi-wrathful, but not in ways where they are malicious. They are considered mothers, so it's kind of like they're like mama bears. If you get near their children, they'll be like, and a lot of them some of them, yes, absolutely can be used for people who do baneful work in baneful ways, but most of my deities, they're not baneful. They're wrathful, but they're not baneful, which means they are the protectors of the innocent, so they're not really the kinds of deities whose wrath you can invoke just to be spiteful or petty. There are definitely energies you can work with for that, but they're not associated with these ones. Some of them can be. Is Loki the petty energy? I wouldn't describe Loki as petty, not in the way that I've worked with him. The way that I would describe Loki's energy is, because he is a trickster, he will definitely help you with the types of things that tricksters are associated with. But he has like a sense of humor. It's just Loki's sense of humor, where every once in a while Loki will play a trick on me and I'll be like, dang you, Loki. But it's never anything that like hurts me, and like I also get like the ha 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 of it. Like I can admit that what he does is funny, even if it's something that I'm like, that's annoying. But that's the relationship that I have with Loki. Okay, Now we're going to go ahead and work on our protective shield for a little bit. Thank you so much for the rose, Tim. You may imagine yourself inside of a pyramid made entirely of purple light. And this pyramid fills with purple light from the bottom to the top. This pyramid will deflect absolutely any negative energy, dissolving it into the light of grace. And not only will this pyramid be programmed to deflect any negative energy, but it will also draw in positive energy. Thank you so much for the heart me, and protect the positive energy that you already have. Angels, your guardians, your deity, your ancestors, your source, your creator, whatever it is that you connect to, it loves you unconditionally. It will never stop fighting for you, and it will never stop protecting you. Hello, little sweetie pie. Beautiful. You can say hi in a little bit, I promise. Okay. And now we will go ahead and get a message from the universe. Oh my goodness, and this is our last message from this deck for this season, because right after our new moon in Aquarius, we then shift into Pisces season on the 18th. Actually, no, so technically tomorrow is going to be the last night that we use this deck, and then I have to figure out what deck I own that's a Pisces deck. I'll figure it out. I feel like it's going to be something artsy. I feel like something with really good art on it. Maybe a love deck? Something emotional? No, I think I know what I'm doing. Okay. What is our collective message from the universe? We are going to be busy. Things are going to be very, very hectic. We're going to be working really hard. There's going to be plenty of work for us to do. Let's go ahead and read from the book. Wrap yourself in the wings of your devotion and take refuge there. Your commitment to your objective relies on your intuition and flourishes because of your dedication, but it has been hard work to find the sacred center. Your vision for a brighter future requires profound trust. Can you be present to this moment without struggle? Can you take this time for consideration? Ask yourself if you are trying to hold too many things at once. Open your arms and let go of the burdens that weigh you down. Center yourself in the interiority of your heart. Within this holy space, you connect to the energy of compassion and empathy for all who struggle. When you shift your focus from your concerns to forgiveness and gratitude, your whole world expands. Now, you see yourself at the center of the wheel, whole and wholly connected to a world better off for you being in it. The keyword for this one is center, and the mantra is, when I center myself in forgiveness and gratitude, my whole world expands. Try not to take on too much this week, If you feel like you need some rest, take the rest. The other thing is, try not to take on other people's stuff as your stuff. I think a good mantra to get us through this week, since we're obviously going to have plenty of stuff to be dealing with, is not my monkey, not my circus. Not my monkeys, not my circus. And, sometimes it's good to help when you have the capacity to be able to help. But if you don't have that capacity, not my monkey, not my circus. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. And just try to keep perspective. Understand that we're all kind of struggling, in our own ways. Just part of being human right now is there's so much to be overwhelmed by, overburdened by, and other people, as they are, struggling through their own stuff, we might be like, oh my God, this person's so annoying. Remember that they are also struggling. They are also working through their own stuff, and sometimes that makes people kind of annoying. This one is The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. And this one was The Sacred Web Tarot. What's the bottom of the deck? I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. I feel like this is a good confirmation. For if we have an idea for what we're going to set our intentions for tomorrow night for the new moon in Aquarius. Stay focused. Don't lose your vision. One habit that I've gotten into is I have it's just a regular planner, but I've turned it into a manifestation journal because I'm not spending extra money on a manifestation journal when you can literally just use any planner. Writing down, and this is one form of manifesting that I do, which has actually been proven to be really, really effective, because I can literally go back to like my new moon dates, see what I wrote down as what I was manifesting, and then 2 weeks later at the full moon be like, I did that. So 10 out of 10, it's definitely a good way to manifest, just writing it down. I use different like symbols and stuff in there as well that I draw in with it. But then you can also keep track of your manifestations, and it also helps you to keep focused. So because I also use it for divination and seeing my predictions, what is predicted to happen. That way I can kind of like maneuver. I can see any sort of obstacles that are coming, that could potentially be coming up, or any type of energies that are attempting to tamper with my manifestations, and be like, okay, we have to add some protection over here. We got to add some other stuff over there. It's a really good idea just to be like tracking all this stuff. And Also, it's just like a really quick form of spell work to be like, oh, someone's sending an attack on this day? Okay, we're gonna put in some protection on this day. Bam! No attack. But then you also get to see like how your manifestations are progressing instead of, because that was one problem that I was finding. It was like, what was the intention I set 2 weeks ago? What was that manifestation again? How did it go? And now I can just open up here and be like, oh, that one came fully realized in 2 weeks. This one needs a little bit more work. This one looks like it's going to take a little bit more concentration, a little bit more effort, a little bit more time, and just kind of like seeing how you're doing on your manifestation process. So 10 out of 10, highly recommend going out, finding yourself a planner to be able to keep track of things. That way you can keep your focus on them. So, but I feel like that's really good as long as we are focused on whatever it is we are setting our intention for or calling in for ourselves tomorrow. As long as we stay focused, everything's going to go smooth and fine and everything. So, all right, you guys, that just about does it for me tonight. I will be back. When will I be back? Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night for our new moon in Aquarius. I hope you are excited. I hope you join me for our new moon ceremony, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.